Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, two of the biggest names in baseball history, headlined by their skill and alleged steroid use. Their careers showed incredible highs. But did they ever face each other? And how well did each of them do? This is the start of a series documenting the head-to-head matchups of some of the titans of baseball history. This is When Legends Collide. The careers of Bonds and Clemens overlapped a lot by year, but interleague play did not start until 1997, so for a fair amount of their careers, they could not have faced each other in the regular season. But from 1997 until the end of their careers, there were 8 plate appearances in 3 games. Let the head-to-head matchup begin. Game 1, plate appearance number 1. The game is June 9th, 2002. Both teams are in contention for the postseason this early in the season. Clemens is at the tail end of his career, and Bonds is putting together the best year of his career. So an even matchup. Bonds is batting third. There's no score, 2 outs, and no one on. Clemens pitches him carefully, throwing a first pitch ball, then gets a called strike, then a ball, then a ball, then a ball. Bonds walks, and grass is green. Honestly, not a surprise. Was there a consequence? Yeah, Bonds did score on a wild pitch 2 batters later, so it's sort of a victory for Bonds. Plate appearance number 2. Top of the third, the game is tied 1-1. The same situation. The bases are empty, 2 outs, not an incredible amount of damage Bonds can do, so Clemens decides to pitch to him. Clemens throws a first pitch strike, and then hits him. Well, that's a bit more efficient than a walk. So, what happens here? Bonds advances on a single to second base, but doesn't score, so it's not a big deal. Clemens sort of wins this one. Plate appearance number 3. Top of the 5th. It's 2-1 Giants. There's a different scenario this time. There's a runner on second, 1 out. The Giants had scored on a ground rule double for the previous at-bat. With a runner on second and 1 out, oh, he's been intentionally walked. Clemens literally wants no part of him here. Do you want a part of him? No one does. Does it pay off? Yes, it does. Clemens strikes the next 2 guys right out, swinging. Plate appearance number 4, the last of this game for Bonds and Clemens. Top of the 7th. The Giants are still ahead, 2-1. Runner on second with 2 outs. What do you think happens? Barry Bonds gets on first base for free again. And it's completely justified. You don't want the Giants to take any sort of advantage during this game. Does it work like last time? Yes, it does. The next batter lines out. So Clemens limits the damage Bonds could do, but Bonds does have an on-base percentage of 1,000 against him, but no hits. He has not put a ball in fair territory yet. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens will meet again, 2 years later. We have now arrived on April 7th, 2004. Clemens has come out of retirement to pitch for the then National League Astros, and Bonds, well, it's 2004. Bonds was going to do the things with the walks and the on-base percentage, and there'd be a video done on him about how good he was without a bat in that year. But it's only the 3rd game of the season, so Bonds hasn't done much yet. This is plate appearance number 5. We're in the 1st inning. There's a runner on second with 2 outs. We know the story. Bonds is given first base for free, and it works out for Clemens because Roger Clemens induces a fly ball and gets out of the inning. Plate appearance number 6. Clemens has a 4-0 lead to work with, and Bonds is starting off the inning, so Clemens literally has nothing to lose. So Clemens challenges him. The first pitch is a ball, then a foul ball, then a called strike. Barry Bonds somehow is behind in the count. So what does Bonds do? He takes the next 2 pitches to run the count full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Clemens successfully retires Bonds for the first time in their meetings. Now, granted, that looked like a generous strike call from home plate umpire Mike DeMuro, but at this point, we'll take anything that isn't a walk. Plate appearance number 7. It is now 5-0 Astros. Bonds is leading off. Once again, Clemens has no fear, so Clemens is on the attack. He gets a called strike, a swinging strike. He throws a ball, it's a 1-2 count. Clemens goes outside again.
Strike three, call again.
And gets the third strike call again. Bonds is sat down for the second time, caught looking on another kinda generous call. That's the last time they face in that game, but I said there were 8 plate appearances. So let's jump to the last one. It's June 24th, 2007. Each player is at the end of their careers. Bonds still has incredible numbers, obviously, and Clemens is capping off a potential Hall of Fame career on the Yankees once again. Plate appearance number 8. Clemens didn't start this game, he came on in relief in the 7th. What are the stakes now? Well, the Yankees are losing, 3-1. There's 1 out, and there's Bonds at the plate. So, Bonds is pitched to carefully. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3. Is this really going to be a 4-pitch walk? Strike 1. Oh, it's this. Ball 4. Bonds walks on 5 pitches. So, what was the consequence of this final plate appearance? Bonds advances to third on a single and comes home on a sacrifice fly, and the Yankees lose that game. So, the final line between these two guys. Bonds has a slash line of 0, 750, and 0, which is an OPS of 750, made up entirely of on-base percentage. Clemens had 3 intentional walks, 2 worked walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. A small bit of trivia on this. Barry Bonds was stranded on first base each time he was intentionally walked. He advanced only 1 base and didn't score on the hit by pitch, and when Bonds worked a walk, he came around to score. Is there a clear winner in this head-to-head? Not really. Clemens elected to pitch to him 5 out of 8 times. Clemens really won twice with strikeouts. It was neither a win or a loss with the hit by pitch, and Clemens lost to Bonds to the 2 walks. Bonds never made contact in fair territory, which meant that when Clemens did pitch to him, he truly made Barry Bonds play without a bat. If you like this series and want to see more head-to-head of legendary players, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.